Myself, Pooja Sharma. This is class 9th Economics Lesson 1, The Story of Village Palampur. In this video, we will discuss important question of this chapter. So let's start. First question is, was Palampur developed village? If it is developed, so explain it. So we can identify or definitely say that Palampur is a well developed village. This has the following reasons. Palampur is well connected with neighboring villages and towns. An all weather road connects the village to Raiganj. Many means of transports are visible on the village road, starting from bull cart, tangas, buggies to motor vehicles. Most of the houses in the village have electric connection also. Palampur has two primary school and one high school. There is a primary health center run by the government and one private dispensary where the sick people are treated. So there is fairly well developed system of irrigation, electricity power, all the tubewells in the fields, and is used in various types of small business. So we can say that Palampur is a developed village. Second question is, explain production. Explain the four requirements of the production of goods and services. So what is production? Creation of goods and services for the satisfaction of human wants is called production. And there are four requirements of the production of any goods and services, that is land, labor, physical capital and human capital. So what is land in that? That this is referred to a land and the other natural resources like water, forest, mineral, etc. Labor, this is mean the people for production. Worker provides the labor necessary for production. Third is physical capital. This refers to the variety of input required at the different stages of production, like the tool, machine, raw material and money in hand used during the production or physical capital. Physical capital can be divided into two parts, fixed capital and working capital. Fixed capitals are like tools, machine, building, etc. are used over many years in the production process are called fixed capital. In working capital, raw material and money in hand are called working capital. Unlike tools, machines and building, these are used up in production. Third question is, explain green revolution. Name any two states which were first to try out the modern farming method. So what is green revolution? The green revolution is the name given by name given to the new agriculture technology or techniques of farming update in the late 1960s in India. It involves the use of high yielding varieties HYV of seeds, modern irrigation facilities, chemical fertilizers and pesticides. And there are two states, that is Punjab, Haryana and Western Uttar Pradesh also, were the first to try out the modern farming method in India. Fourth question is, explain the harmful effect of green revolution. So modern farming methods used under the green revolution have overused the natural resources base, affecting environmental adversely. If in many states like Punjab and Haryana, loss of soil fertility has been reported due to the increased use of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. Continuous and increased use of groundwater for tube well irrigation has reduced the water level much below the ground, and many wells have gone dry. Overuse of chemical fertilizer has also polluted groundwater, rivers and lakes. Environment resources like soil fertility and groundwater water are built up over many years. Once destroyed, it is very difficult to restore them. So these are the harmful effects of green revolution in Indian farming. Fifth question is, describe any four modern methods of farming which heralded the green revolution. Because green revolution have some disadvantage also, so it have some advantages also, because well developed system of irrigation provides assured supply of water for agriculture. Use of HYV seeds make it possible to produce much greater amount of grain on a single plant. Use of fertilizers and insecticides helps in increasing production and obtaining best result. Use of modern machineries is made in all farming operations. It increases efficiency and production. Multiple cropping is the most common way of increasing production on a given piece of land. Modern farming methods used under the green revolution have really overused the natural resource base. uh, so we can see the disadvantage also, but it has advantages also. Okay, so now our sixth question is, how are the farmers in the village Palampur able to grow more crops from the same land? So explain in this in point. So we can see that growing more than one crop on a piece of a land during a year is called multiple cropping. It is the most common way of increasing production. All farmers in Palampur have been practicing this since the electric run tube wells were installed in the village. When two or three crops are grown on the same piece of land, the crop's yield increases. For example, most farmers in Palampur raise three crops a year and earn more income. In spite of growing three crop in a year, the soil fertility is maintained or can be maintained. This is done by rotating cereals with pulses, legumes, fodder crops, etc. So, which do nitrogen fixation in the soil. Another advantage in this cropping system is, if one crop fail, the farmer may get some or adequate return from other crop. Seventh question is, differentiate between traditional method of farming and modern farming methods. So traditional method of farming is the method of farming involves manual ploughing of the field row by row. But in modern method of farming, ploughing is done by using tractor only. In traditional method of farming uses traditional and labor intensive technology. Farmer use cow dung and other natural resources as fertilizers. But in modern farming methods, this is less time consuming, and advanced technology, better pest control, HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers and pesticides are used. Traditional method of farming is time consuming, but modern farming method is less time consuming, and with better uh, result and productivity. Traditional method of hand watering, which is time consuming in traditional, but irrigation becomes much easier with the pumping set and electric run tube wells in modern method of farming. However, there are more environment friendly and sustainable. This involves manpower but less chemical and technology power. This result in organically grown commodities safer for human and mother nature. But in modern method of farming, it affects our environment adversely. Last question of this chapter, that is, there are what are the non farming production activities taking place in village Palampur. So we already know that Many non-farming activities also done in village Palampur, that is dairy, small scale manufacturing, shopkeeping, transport. These are the non-farming production activities. So first, that is dairy. This is a common activity in which families of many families of Palampur done this. People fed their cattle with grass, jowar and bajra. Milk is sold in nearby village. It is sent to collection center for further transportation to cities. Second is small scale manufacturing. People use very simple production method. These activities are mostly done by family members. These are carried out mostly at home with the family and relatives. Shopkeeping. People buy products from wholesale market in the city and sell in villages like wheat, rice, sugar, oil, toothpaste, brush, and whatsoever the household things are there, they are selling at their shop. Some open shops at bus stop to sell eatables item. And fourth is transport. There are various means of transport in village Palampur like rickshaw, tanga, jeep, tractors and truck, etc. They carry people and goods. The number of people associated with this activity is continuously increasing day by day in village Palampur. So our important question of this chapter is completed. I hope all the question is cleared. Thank you.